of playoff games coming our way. It's the playoffs.
Damn mic on. See what happened? See what happens? Your mic on. Go ahead while I get this together. Alright, there we go. Every Man Show, yeah, 2025. First time doing live show, so things will happen, but we good. So yeah, we were saying, man, playoffs is going down. Playoffs just jumped up. We going college playoffs, but first we gonna jump in to these NFL playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We got some predictions coming up. So let's go ahead and take a look at the teams and the matchups, and get a little feedback. So off the top, we seeing that we got a couple good teams right now jumping on. A couple good matchups this week. We got Buffalo and the Broncos. One I'm really looking forward to is the Pittsburgh Steelers and Baltimore Ravens as usual. This Philadelphia Eagles and this Green Bay really is, I don't know what quarterbacks is playing. So, that's up in the air. Washington and Tampa Bay is good. LA gonna smash the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? And the Rams and the Chargers, that's gonna be a good game. There's some good playoff teams, man.
There's some really good games going on this weekend.
What you looking at with these matchups?
I don't know. I got some pretty good picks myself. Like, I really want to see this Green Bay Philly game. That seems like an interesting game to me because of just the coaching aspect. And I think I'm going to have to roll with Sirianni on that one.
Okay.
I think that's going to be a game of coaches. And I love my guy, Matt. I do. But I think I have to roll with Sirianni on that one, so I take Philly. Actually forward to is that Tampa Washington game. I think that is going to be a really fun game. I think that's going to be a fun game. I mean, that's a game nobody really has any stake in, most fans, unless you live in one of those cities. And I think Baker and Jayden, I think they're going to show up. I think they both going to show up.
I can definitely see out of all of these matchups that being the shootout.
Yeah.
I can see Baker going in there and going for 5 or 6 touchdowns. I can see Jayden going for 5 or 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I can see Jayden using his legs a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can see Baker doing some shit we ain't think that he was supposed to do. Good and bad.
Yeah.
But you got Mike Evans, AJ Brown. Excuse me, that's the Eagles. You got Mike Evans, Mike Evans and McLaren. You got McLaren over there. You got some good running backs. Like, I definitely think that's going to be probably the highest scoring game of the week. If I was to put money on it,
that's going to be a really interesting game. Like, I don't know what over or under you could take on that.
They going. Washington coming to Tampa.
No, they going to Tampa.
Yeah, so
Tampa, they're the leaders. So they're going to Tampa.
So I give it I can definitely see Washington. It's going to be within 6. I think Washington gonna take it on the road though.
I will probably do less than that, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Washington on that one too.
See, I'm thinking with the points, it's gonna be more touchdowns than field goals with this one. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be a shootout, like you said. It's gonna be one of those type of games. It's going to be a fun game, a really fun game to watch. So I'm interested in that one.
This LA and Minnesota, I think LA is about to show their dominance real quick.
And that was going to be my third team. Third game. That I was going to be like, that's the other game I really want to see is that one.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is now, I don't know, because after Minnesota just got exposed.
I don't think they got exposed. They just went up against a team of equal talent. And I even gave Darnold a little shine, a little credit. And he went out there and became Darnold of the New York Jets. You know what I'm saying?
But the Rams are a team of equal talent.
Rams got shiny.
They're not the Lions. They're not the Lions. The Lions are my team. I'm rooting for the Detroit.
We gonna say that for the next one because they ain't even playing this week.
Yeah, all right. Then I can't say nothing about them, so I'm gonna talk about the rest of these guys. That's my little squad right there. I like the way they came up and did it. I really appreciate them. It made me feel like a Browns fan. There is some hope in some kind of way in some mathematical universe. You too Can you keep mad at him? So it's okay. All right,
I got the Chargers. I think the Chargers are gonna run through the Texans.
Yeah. You know what? No. I don't know. I think that's going to be a plus or minus 3 game, and that one can go either way. It depends on who shows up.
Hey, look, I'm going with Harbaugh
because the Texans are at the Chargers.
Yeah. No. The Chargers are at the Texans. Yeah, they're at the Texans.
See, that's another. Yeah, and that might be another coaching game.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going with Harbaugh.
Yeah, that might be another. Yeah, that might be another coaching game.
And Harbaugh boys, with Baltimore, Pittsburgh normally got their number, but
nah, Baltimore showing up.
I mean, I hope they're showing up.
The Bills Broncos game is an interesting one. I don't really think that it can go either way. I just want to see if the Broncos can really expose Josh Allen, because the Broncos, they got a hell of a defense.
That Broncos,
that Bronco defense is a hell of a defense, man. Yeah. A lot of people don't talk about it, but that's hell. They get at the quarterback,
and Josh Allen,
and they be giving you fits. So
Josh Allen is a hell of a player.
Yeah, how much can they disrupt Josh Allen? I'm gonna take the Bills in that. I'll take the Bills in there.
Take the Bills.
Yeah, I'll take the Bills.
And then what we say about this?
But I say Broncos cover the spread.
What we say about this Green Bay and this Packers? See, that's the one. I don't know because you don't know who playing for real right now.
Right.
But if it's no quarterbacks, I'm taking Philly because Saquon gonna take the game off. If it is quarterbacks in there, then I'm gonna still go with Philly because I like Hurts better than I do Love. I love. But I'm still going with Philly, and they at Philly. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, if both teams, I don't know how I feel about that one, because I feel like it can go either way. I would if both teams were 100% healthy, which I know nobody in the league.
Nobody in the playoffs is 100% healthy.
Nobody is 100% healthy. But if both teams were 100% healthy, I think I would take Green Bay over the Eagles. But in the climate and condition we in, I guess I had to roll the Eagles.
All right, so I guess we running. All right, so we got Bills over Broncos, or you going with the Broncos?
You know what? That's gonna be my upsetter.
So you going Broncos? All right, so I got Bills, you got Broncos. We both gonna take Baltimore. I think they get it done this time. I'm going with the Chargers over the Texans. That's.
Give me back my Bills.
Okay, so this the upset.
Give me back my Bills, yeah. I'll take that as my upset then.
All right,
give me that.
All right, so I'm doing Eagles. What you going with, Green Bay?
I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
All right. See, this Tampa Bay Washington.
See, that's
back to that one real quick.
That's a flip.
And I think LA about to go ahead and handle the Vikings.
I do too.
Yeah. And they at home.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm gonna go Washington. I'm gonna go Commanders over Tampa Bay.
That's kind of where I'm leaning.
Because I think that Baker gonna have 2 interceptions at the wrong time. Then he can't come back. They're gonna be at the last. All right, let's come on back on screen. We go to this next topic. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple for y'all. We got a couple.
Let's hurry up and get through this one.
Hurry up and get through this one. The Browns going number 2.
Let's get through this one.
Now this is the second topic. It's also a 2-part question. All right, so the first one is the Browns we know is going number 2 with the draft. We'll tackle that first. With the draft, with the number 2 pick, what would be your expertise and your advice for these Cleveland Browns? Yeah, you.
With the number 2 pick, see now listen, when it comes to this, let me sit the notes down. I have one of the unpopular mindsets for this. I would trade down.
Here we go.
I would trade down. Reason being, all right, there is nothing magical that we really need to get with the number 2 pick. Now, mind you, even if we use the number 2 pick, they still gotta get it right. They still have to get it right. Right. They still got to get it right. So, do we really need to pick at number 2 when we can get some extra picks this year, and we got 5 of the top 108 picks in this motherfucker? So now we got 7, and still get maybe some more capital for next year, and still get what we need and what we want, depending on who we trade with. We ain't got to go way the hell up. But if we don't want Shador and we don't want Cam, and I don't want them to pick them unless these dudes absolutely blow their socks off. If they do not do that, then don't do it. Don't do it. Let's get some extra picks. Let's go get this offensive line together. Let's go get. We
can do all of that. And still,
we can get a lot of extra picks.
What the Browns need to do, what I hope they do, is what they have been doing, and that is be aggressive. If Cleveland Browns stay aggressive, if you asking me,
where has the aggressiveness gotten us?
It's gotten us 2 playoff appearances in 4 years. All right, now I know that might not mean a lot to a lot of people. 5 now. That might not mean a lot of people to a lot. But we went 20 plus years of no playoff appearances, no wins, no contention, no being even competitive, getting dog walked every season. Knowing that if we went 3 and won 3 games, that was a good season, especially like this season. 6 years ago, we would have loved this season. We beat Baltimore and Pittsburgh in the same year. Oh, we would have been ecstatic. So I'm saying Browns stay aggressive. If you asking me, I think the Browns need to be aggressive. They need to keep the number 2 pick and go after that number 1 to 3 pick. 2 things you can do. Go with the number 1 to 3 pick, number 1 and number 3 with your 2. You take Hunter first off. If Hunter is not the first pick of the draft, you take Hunter. Hunter is going to give you the receiver you need, plus he's the cornerback that you need. And you can decide how you want to use him. You want that. You want that type. Secondly, you go ahead and you take either Cam Ward or you take Sanders, because you already have. This is your only shot at getting a quarterback with this regime. Next year, if the Browns is 3-12, there is no more Kevin Stefanski. There is no more Andrew Berry. You know what I'm saying? Myles Garrett is probably gone. Like, there's a lot of things that's going to change if you don't get it right this year. If you go ahead and grab Shador, who I believe they should take, and you got Hunter. Watson ain't coming back until week 8 at the earliest. At the earliest. Oh no! Watson is still serviceable because for all of the bridge quarterbacks that they're talking about going to get, that's what he is now, right? Ain't that what all of them is? They didn't make it somewhere. They thought they was washed. They thought they was trash. You give Kevin Stefanski back his offense. He's already shown you that he can win with damn near any quarterback you give him in his offense. Not Ken Dorsey's bullshit, but his offense. So you do that. Or if you're going to not trade up and be aggressive, which I hope they do, then with the number 2 pick, once again, as long as Hunter ain't took, you take him. And then on that 33rd pick, you go ahead and you find that lineman that we need. So you can be aggressive and still address all of those later in the free agency, because we got a lot of players that's leaving, you know what I'm saying, anyway, because of salary.
You can be aggressive. Trade that number 2 pick to the Giants for that, what they got, number 5?
Why would you want the 5 pick?
Because we'll be able to get what the hell we want and need still with the 5 pick. You get what you want at the 2 pick, and the 2 and the 3 or the 1 and the 2 pick. Then you know you get what you want. At 5, you're still leaving it too much of the chance, and we don't need to be taking no chances right now. Not no unnecessary ones. There is quarterback talent that we've seen. I believe Shador. If you can play in Colorado against some big college programs, I'm not impressed by none of the quarterbacks. This is a weak quarterback class to me, so I'm not really hyped about having the number 2 pick.
Who was impressed with Jay Daniels until he got in the league and showed what he could do? He wasn't nobody that nobody was looking for. Jalen Hurts wasn't really impressive. A lot of the quarterbacks that come out there and doing things right now is not impressive. The ones we thought was impressive is either out of the league, or if you're Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield, you're coming back. But we're going to keep it moving. That's our draft. But the second part of this Browns going number 2 are the Cleveland Browns shitting on the fans and the media. Is what that they doing, if you look at what the Browns been doing lately, when you're looking at the dome situation, when you're looking at the fact that they picked up Deshaun Watson and been shoving them down fans' throats who don't want him to be there. I'm not one of them, but a lot of fans don't want him to be there. I know you one of them that don't. The dome, a lot of fans don't want the dome. You know what I'm saying?
I want the dome.
But a lot of fans are fighting the dome. The city of Cleveland is fighting the dome. Are the Browns going number 2 on the city and the fan base and the media because they are not doing what they're asking them to do?
No, the Browns are the Jimmy has them because at this point I'm putting it on ownership.
Absolutely. This is an owner decision right here.
This everything that's been going on, even with the Deshaun Watson deal. I'm convinced at this point it's ownership.
Yeah.
It was ownership that forced that and all of that because no coach is going to make an owner guarantee that kind of money.
Exactly.
That's not how business works.
If a coach can do that, he's in the wrong business.
Yeah, that's not business. That's not business.
You're supposed to be broker and deal.
Yeah, that's not business. So nothing worked, and Jimmy is just constantly willing to double down because either way it go, he still makes a profit off of his team. Maybe not the profit he really wants. And it was a conversation I just heard. It wasn't on ESPN. It might have been on sports radio. And they was talking about the billionaire owners and stuff like that, and how many billionaires are actually football guys. And I know you hate that term. He hates the term football guys. If you ever want to annoy him, when you leave a tag or you leave something like that, we're gonna do hashtag football guy. But they're business.
Had to adjust it. Said we was echoing a little bit.
They're business. So.
Thanks, homie, for letting me know this beta run we doing with this. Oh, go ahead. You saying?
But Jimmy Haslam is business man. He running like gas stations. He never really ran them all the way together. He just ran them to be profitable. Everything he's doing is for a profit. It's up to the people in the organization, but he got to step out the way. He's like a miniature Jerry Jones. If he had the right market, he'll be able to do it. I think he got more money than Jerry, don't he?
No, he don't. No, Jerry. I think Jerry still got more money than him. But he's up there as far as owners. Like he's in the top, even at $8 billion. Because I don't think he got like $8 billion now. But as owners go, he's up there in like the top half of the league now. He was a little higher before, but then he sold some stuff, and you know what I'm saying. He been recouping his money on the Bucks and everything.
Start there, and then it trickles down from there. Like I really want to give Stefanski and Barry. This is their first shot. Like y'all got the rings. Whatever they do, decide I'm a roll with.
Absolutely.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If they use the number 2 pick, I am not going to lose my mind.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever they pick. Apparently, along with I trust y'all. Y'all got the number 2 pick. This is y'all pick. Long as y'all keep Jimmy out the way. This y'all pick. So if they trade down and be smart about it, because Barry is really good. We getting that capital and stuff. We need some capital. Really big on capital because we got an aging team. We don't just need one good pick this year. We need a couple good picks this year. We need capital for next year. We got an aging team.
Actually, our team pretty young though. Like a lot of those players coming off.
We getting up there.
No, I mean but this is kind of what Miles is going at, and I ain't gonna jump too far off topic because that's probably gonna be for another show. But Miles is saying it's young talent on the team already. Let's get them out here and go ahead and put them in there. You know what I'm saying? So we need to go ahead and use some of the young talent we got. And I know a lot of people say that Barry can't pick, but all of his young picks, even at rounds 3 and below, produce when they get on the field. So I'm kind of real confident that he can go ahead and pick it. But what I think at number 2, but with the Browns, what I think really have a problem doing or are doing, not even a problem. I think they're purging the fan base. I think they are getting rid of the fans who have been here generational because they don't want that money anymore. They want the new money in Cleveland. They want the doctor money, the surgeon money, the lawyer money. They want the medical center money because that's really what drives the city now. They're going to want the cannabis growers, you know what I'm saying? They're going to want those money, those checks to buy seats and be season ticket holders. Cleveland used to be a town where everybody worked at a steel mill or a factory, auto parts factory or something like that. That's not here anymore. A lot of these new professionals don't want to sit in the cold when they go to the game. They want to chill. If anything, a lot of times it's going to be a business deal. You know what I'm saying? So they moving more like that. So I think that the Browns right now, what they're doing, especially with some of the moves they're making, is they're actually purging the fan base because those fans, they want out of here. If you've been around since the 1960s, you probably not the fan they looking for no more. You know what I'm saying? They want fans who was born in the 70s and 80s and who have a decent amount of pay and start a whole new fan base over. They're going to move it to Brook Park. They're going to put it in the dome. They're going to not care about what you want as players. They're going to put what they want on the field. And that's just the way it's going to roll. Let's go ahead and keep pushing to the next topic.
Here we go.
We're going to go ahead and go ahead to this next topic. And I don't even remember which one this is. Let's just see what come up. Oh yeah, who's hot and who's not? We had a lot of coaches getting fired. Coaching carousel. As normal at this time, Black Monday. Let me ask you, what coach should have been fired? What coach was fired that you felt like maybe not? And then what coach do you see that has a bright future? You know what I'm saying? Who's hot and who's not?
Mayo.
You don't think he should have been fired?
He should have been fired.
Oh, okay.
He let go. It was too much. I mean, they really got to reconfigure what they're going to do down there. They kind of got it, but they don't. And I feel almost bad for the Patriots fans, but not that bad. So, not that bad. But
Super Bowl,
right? Not that bad.
Come on, man.
Not that bad.
Yo, your time.
Peterson, I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with Doug Peterson. I'm still on the fence with him.
I got it.
But I would, if that was my team, I probably would have been calling for his head as well. So I don't know. Pierce is the one that I'm kind of on the fence on, really, and I'm like, I would have gave him one more year. I'd have gave him one more year.
I got a question.
One more year.
About that question about that Pierce. You think Tom Brady had something to do with that?
Probably.
You think Tom Brady came in there and said, "No, I know what a good coach look like, and he ain't
Yeah,
it."
probably. You know what I'm saying? Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. And I wouldn't doubt it, and I wouldn't doubt him. If that's what he want, that's what you got to give him. That's what you got to give him. What you
Bad man, he's a ball boy to argue with that.
That's what you got to give.
Belichick argue with it.
See what happened?
Yo, see what happened?
So, but yeah, so I mean, those are mine. Pierce, I'd give him one. But I understand why. I just like he's leader of men.
See, that's the new hot phrase. Leader of men.
No, well, he's. I've been seeing
they
stuff.
are leaders of men.
But no, not everybody follows every coach. Not everybody follows him.
This is true, but that don't mean he's
like
his
players follow him. Like they really buy into what he's doing. Now what is he selling? Is that worth it or not? That's a different story. But he can get his players to buy into it. And that's, I don't care how smart a coach is, how good a coach is. If your player don't buy into it, if you can scheme it all down. Your players don't buy into it, it's never going to work. And that's why they did have that brief little moment of success. In little spurts of success. Before they just totally fell apart. And I think that's ownership too. When it comes to them. So
okay. I was just checking a little. One of the sources out there giving me a little bit of feedback as we go through this. My coaches, who I think is hot, who I think got fired that should have definitely got fired, was exactly who you just said. OJ Mayo.
Yeah.
You got to get out of there. That's not the Patriot. I mean, you're not a head coach yet. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. You're not a head coach yet. And it's okay. And I do, like what Kraft said, they don't really have a team yet to even value how good of a coach he is or he isn't. And with him being a black head coach in the NFL, all they can do right now is hurt his value if they let him keep being a coach and keep building up a bad record. One season, maybe somebody else give you a chance based on the name, your strength, and then behind doors, I'm sure they can talk you up. Right. Maybe go step into college real quick, maybe. But become a head coach first. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't jump from being a player to a head coach. Who I think should be on the hot seat and should have got fired is Shanahan. Shanahan is a good coach, but I don't believe he's a head coach. And he has not proven with the squad that he had in San Francisco, even up until this year, even with all the injuries, you can pick wrong quarterback after wrong quarterback, You gave up. They talk about the Deshaun Watson is one of the worst deal in trade history. I mean, I get that. But San Fran did a hell of a job too on screwing up a damn trade. You know what I'm saying, for a quarterback that never even touched the field. We mad because Deshaun Watson and only gave us 18, 19 games in 3 years. Trey Lance gave what, San Fran a game? Two? And then they was done. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think he should be on the hot seat. I think he should have been fired, especially with where San Fran is at right now. They're in a place where next year you're gonna have older players. Your salary cap is either gonna boom or bust because you got to pay Purdy, or if you let him go, who you bringing in? And here we go with the bridge quarterback. But ain't that what they brought Shanahan in to fix? He didn't win the Super Bowls, but as long as Sean McVay is around, as long as Andy Reid is around, I don't know when he's gonna win a Super Bowl because he's not better than either one of them. You know what I'm saying? So now who I think is a coach that's excelling is my one pick is Matt LaFleur. I love what he on my list. I love what he's doing in Green Bay, and I think it's only a matter of time. He only gonna get stronger. You know what I'm saying? I do have.
Like I said, this particular game, I think he's going to get out coached.
I think it's gonna be the top. If Love don't play, it's gonna be the top.
Okay. I think he might get out coached this game. But I am a big fan of his. I do. I like him a lot.
A coach to watch though. I wouldn't be surprised if he got fired, because if there is one franchise that will switch coaches at the drop of a dime, even after a successful season, it's Philadelphia. And Nick Sirianni, he's a great coach, but a horrible people person.
He's not even on my list.
He's a horrible people person. And sometimes you can be great at your job and what you do, but if the people around you don't like you, if it's always friction, we can do this. You know what I'm saying? Which actually go back to that Peterson comment you made. I think Philadelphia is so well run and so built. They can almost bring in any coach because they already know what they're doing. They don't change GMs a lot, but they do change coaches. You know what I'm saying? And they'll go through quarterbacks, but they don't change GMs and structures, and they got an identity because they keep their defense and their secondary solid.
See, I got two top coaches that I love, man, and my number one is Campbell is just my guy right now. You love me because I always use the term football guy. He's a meathead. I like meatheads. You know what I'm saying? And it's working. It's actually working for him. So I love to see that work. And then D'Amico. I love D'Amico Ryan. It's just something about him. I see a lot of people don't like him. I think he has a lot of potential to go a long way.
Well, I mean, everybody got potential, but I think he's like in the bottom. I mean, with C.J. Stroud, yeah. I think any head coach with C.J. Stroud could go a long way.
It worked.
You say it worked? So he had to step out real quick. We gonna keep it moving. The next topic that I'm gonna go ahead and jump into, I'm gonna bring him back on. Maybe I'm gonna just wait for the next topic real quick. I'm gonna just talk because I know that I'm getting a little message saying that I got some echo. I'm gonna try and work that out. Normally I would have a little video to play right now so we can do what we got to do, but I ain't set all that up this time. But oh yeah, here we go. I see the chat over here. I wasn't even paying attention. Well, we got Bills, Ravens. Yeah, let's check the chat out right now. Bills, Ravens, Chargers, Bucks, Rams. Shout out to In the Post. These my other homeboys, they podcast. They actually got me started on to it for real. They was the ones that kind of got me on the ear, even talking on the mic, talking sports. Oh yeah, man. Eagles and the Packers, absolutely. The Eagles is going to beat the Packers, I believe, because they got the stronger team. Now, if Love plays and Hurts doesn't play, then it's a whole different ballgame. Because you're not bringing Kenny Pickett in or whoever else. I forget the other Eagles backup, but you're not bringing them in and playing against Green Bay and doing anything with them. It's just not going to happen. Green Bay is too solid of a team, too well coached to lose to anybody but Jalen Hurts as far as Philadelphia go. Now I could see there is a world where Saquon Barkley destroys the Green Bay Packers by himself. But that world is, you know, that's some Doctor Strange right there. That's one. That's one out of 256,000 million possibilities. You know, Saquon to do that.
How do you feel about him not playing and getting those yards?
You know, Saquon not.
I'm kind of tossed off.
You know, Saquon not getting those yards. Saquon had a chance to break a record against the Giants, and he did. So that kind of let me know he don't really care about the records right now. He care about getting a ring. You know what I'm saying? And for him to get a ring after being dropped by a team, going back and getting a ring in the same division, I think that means more to him than them yards. Plus, Zay Flowers. Okay? Zay Flowers might not even play this week. That could have been Saquon Barkley. So I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and move to the next topic. Of course, we're going to talk about the can't lose Cavs. They about to come on in about 1 minute, actually. The game about to start against them in OKC.
I love this. And as soon as we done with this, I'm about to go sit down and go watch this game.
You know, I got it on so we don't lose nothing. If something happens, we'll...
Because this is a good litmus test.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody asked me, I'm like, this is not a must-win game. If we lose, we lose. But now we can size up with somebody that's rocking like we are. So if we do have any deficiencies, let's figure this out in January. You know what I'm saying? Because we do have deficiencies. Everybody do. So let's really get in there. If we're going to get exposed, let's get exposed a little bit now. So we can see where we shaky at. But it's a good test. A good team versus a good team. They're right there with us. And then they running hot right now.
Yeah, they on a 15-game win streak. Since that cup, I wanted the Cavs to be Triple Crown champions this year. I wanted them to win the cup, win the conference, and win. But they're not going to be the Triple Crown. I don't know who's going to be the first Triple Crown ever since the NBA has included this cup now as a championship. Even though it's in season, you can be a Triple Crown in one season now. I think that's pretty cool. But the Cavs, as far as this game tonight, this is a game where it could possibly be a finals matchup, but I don't honestly think the Thunder is making it to the finals. When it comes to the West, I don't think that the Thunder are going to be the team coming out the West when it really comes down to it. I mean, the Cup game had a lot to do with that. When the chips was on the line and they really had to play against a team that wanted it more with better talent or equal talent, they got destroyed.
They really care about the cup. Do they really?
They are competitive.
I know, but do they really care about the cup?
Yes. And you know why? Because it's not just the cup; it's the money that those other players was gonna get. You build your team strength with that.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna use that as a measuring stick, but okay.
That cup matters every year.
I don't think we cared about the cup.
We care.
We cared about the cup. We just kept balling.
We just played a couple of teams that we have problems with that was in our cup. We lost to Boston, and Atlanta took us out. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta is a matchup problem for us right now. That's the one team I look at like we're going to have to pick some stuff. That's the litmus test. You know what I'm saying? Because those are teams you're going to actually play in the playoffs and maybe an Eastern Conference Finals. Like, don't forget who Miami is. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget who Atlanta is. Atlanta could be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Atlanta makes me a little nervous, but not that nervous. Oklahoma makes me, I'm not going to say nervous. I can see how they would be in a series. I can see how Oklahoma would be a problem. In a series, I can see how Boston would be a problem. In a series, I can see how Atlanta would be a problem. Or could possibly be a problem. I'm not totally sold on Atlanta, but I can see how they could possibly be a problem. I'm fine with that. I'm not scared of any of them. But if anybody's going to give us any smoke, it'll be one of them. I think we can rise to the occasion. I don't think the lights are scare us anymore. We have the experience that we need. We got the thirst that we need. I think when we get there, we'll be ready. As long as we stay healthy, we're good.
Hey,
Brad Daugherty is looking good, by the way, y'all. He looking real good.
We are. Oh, yeah, out there strong.
Yeah, he looking real good.
As I look at the Cavs this season, I mean, the only thing that really changed, we got a few more bench players came back, you know what I'm saying? Like Ty Jerome, we had him last year, but he didn't really play.
They're really nice this year.
Yeah, man, we got some shooters, we got some ball
We have the
movement.
livest bench in the league, if you ask me.
This boy Kenny Action is putting these boys to work, okay? And they is loving it. They is loving to go to work.
Kenny Action.
Oh yeah, it's Kenny Action. He calling them plays,
I'm
bro.
about to use that, my man. Kenny Action.
And then he just see like with the Thunder tonight. SGA. They got a lot more than SGA. They got Giddy, I want to say. They got some big boys down at the bottom that try and bang out. Harkenstein is who I'm really worried about because when he was in New York, he gave us a lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be surprised if when Jared Allen and Evan Mobley was lifting weights and doing push-ups, they wasn't thinking about him. He was their motivation over the summer to get beefed up and get tough.
They was sending them boys down south for something, man. They came back good and thick. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you don't have to.
They came back good and thick.
He played rough down there. You know what I'm saying? He ball and he can hoop. You know what I'm saying? To be a big man, to be a center, and the league is being took back over by big men. I know we had a small ball for a minute. But now, your skilled players is hitting threes and taking the ball up the court. It's back to the big. It's up.
16 or higher now.
That's what made Jordan so great. And I do a whole nother topic on him and LeBron and everything. But that's what made Jordan so great in his era. Is because you had never seen a guard dominate the league like that. You never seen that, and you probably won't see it again. Steph Curry is probably the closest, but Steph Curry needed. Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. That's like his Scottie Pippins. But I don't know. He's great. But I don't know if he can dominate the league like Jordan. All right, let's go into the next topic, man. Let's go ahead and get into this next one. What's this next one we was talking about? Oh. We're about to do the college football playoffs and predictions. So let's go on back and check out what we looking at. We got Penn State, Notre Dame. And it's not round one. It's actually round two for them. Editing error on the designer. That was me. We got Penn State, Notre Dame. We got Texas and O State. What you got for this?
Well, you know what? We're going to take it easy on this one. Start with easy. O State over Texas. Not even on fan, just O State over Texas. They're way much more of a dominant team. Texas
even if Arch Manning get in?
Even if Arch get in. Even if Arch get in.
So even if Arch get in.
Even if Arch get in, they don't have none coming. Ryan Day can outcoach that game. He done picked this swag up. Hey, and I'm rooting for him because I want him to win the national championship this year so I can get off his back.
Yeah.
So I can get off his back because I don't like being on your back because, I look at your record, I look at the numbers, and you are a really good coach. But you don't win the games you're supposed to win, and that's what's stopping you from being the excellent coach. That's what's stopping you from being the great coach. And that bothers me. So if he can win this, it relieves me of some stress. Then this Penn State Notre Dame. I don't know. I think that's going to be a really interesting game. That is a flip of the coin game. That's a flip of the coin game right there, and I think they're going to fight. I think that's going to be a fist fight.
Hey, that is a classic matchup. I mean, when I look at these playoffs, I'm still letting you run, but I'm just looking at these playoffs like these is good brands. We did get some. I'm getting chatty here saying that we didn't put the Knicks on our list about the Cavs.
No, we didn't have to.
Yeah. We're not worried about the Knicks.
We used to, you know what I'm saying?
The Knicks, they had a little moment,
but we don't have to.
We ain't worried about that.
We got that out the way.
Yeah.
We feel you though.
I love a good slice of New York pizza and Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying? But I be fast.
I nicked my car door at the grocery store the other day, so we deal with it.
When we come back to this college football, though, I'm looking. Ryan Day. I already told you. I think Ryan Day is going to be the Ohio State coach that could barely beat Michigan but win national championships. And I think he win this one this year. Yeah. Now, and we have a portion of our fan
got a
base.
good clear path.
Yeah, we do.
You really got a really good clear path.
We
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
So go. You have to go get this, bro.
We got a portion of our fan base though that believes that a win against Michigan. I even heard this on the radio on the fan. A win against Michigan is worth more than a national
Well,
championship.
that's part of being a fan. The fan is fanatic. So,
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, so you're gonna be like that. Some people just won't be rational about their thoughts, and that's fine.
If you are a fan that believes that beating a rival is more than a national championship, kill yourself.
No.
All right?
I'm not gonna tell you to kill yourself. I'm not gonna tell you to kill yourself.
Don't kill yourself.
Don't kill yourself.
But just like
Keep your comments to yourself.
tie a towel around your shoulder and your neck and trip. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you to trip over a remote. No, I'm not gonna go that far. But hopefully nobody hurt themselves from that. I'm not condoning self-violence. But there is no way in the world
That means more than that.
No,
But you know what? It's because people are more of a fan. Because there's people that are more don't care nothing about college football. They're just a fan of that rivalry. That's the one game that they watch all season.
Right.
And those are the people that say that. They don't care about. They don't know what their score is. They don't know what the record is. They don't. And then in the playoffs now they care again. But that one game, that we make it to the playoffs, we got a chance to. Those aren't fans. I mean, they're fans, but they're fans of
the rivalry. But they're not fans of the actual.
Yeah, they fans of the idea, not the sport. You know, so it's a difference. So we don't listen to them.
I can just say this on time. I'm going Old State over Texas.
I'm going Old State all the way.
I didn't offend it in the post. He must be one of those people because I got to underline. He's telling me to correct it. I shouldn't say kill myself or kill yourself because you know what? You're right. That is a trigger word, and I got to remember that by nowadays. So my apologies to the algorithms. Will they pick it up like that? But will they pick that up? I don't know. But I'm looking at Old State definitely is going. I think they're going to dismantle Texas. Like I don't even think that's going to be a game. It's going to be a game, but you know what I mean.
Texas not no straight suckers,
No.
but
They're going to get their big plays off, but you got to be consistent. Old State going for the throat. Old State going for the throat.
And that Penn State Notre Dame game is going to be interesting. I think I'm going to take Notre Dame in that. I think I'm going to take Notre Dame and Ohio State for the ship. And that's going to be a really interesting game because they always play us well. Even when they suck, they always play us well. And I like that.
Do
they? They do.
Because I remember us running through Brady Quinn.
And that was how long ago.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about in this era.
Okay, the last game.
In the last 5 years.
The last game that we played against them. I will say, yeah, they were there. You know what I'm saying?
They're not no slouches. That's a really good football team. That's a really good program. That is a really good program. So, and now, see, the thing is, they was always being hidden.
Are y'all about to see a little something that I should have did before? Let me get that off screen. Keep going, man.
This is what's good about this 12-team playoff. Because all these teams that was really good, that was hidden, like they had to go undefeated, they had to win everything that came in front of them to be considered to be in that 14 playoff, right? Now everybody that's got a good chance, like, no, we ball out. We can make it into the tournament and get there. They making it to the tournament and getting there. When was the last time Penn State was in the championship?
You know what? And that's
about it. And that's always been that's a perennial good football.
But you know what?
That was always they made it this far.
But that was always my problem with the BCS. And even with the CFP, with the college football playoffs, and the 4 teams, because a lot of teams, and you can see it right now, none of the teams that would have probably got picked are here right now.
These are the best
So
teams.
those
These
were
are
the
the four
teams-
best teams in the country.
And then you know why? Because they got to start from 12 and they got to put people in their teams and that was in there that would have never ever got picked because the ratings would have been good enough or whatever bull crap ways that they made of putting those teams out so they could put SEC teams in there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of BCS championships that I feel like, you know why Alabama and Georgia won a bunch of them? Because they put them in there and they put them against who they wanted them to play against. Period. I mean, Ohio State went there a couple times and lost, and they chose them. So it's not like, and I'm an Ohio State fan. But I think that when it comes to especially football, if you don't have a true playoff structure, you cannot have a true champion. Because football is a game, it's one game, you never know who's going to beat who. You know what I'm saying? The record should matter. The only thing I would change about this college football playoff right now is the 10 and 12 team. I would do what they was doing with the BCS, and I would just pick teams that I thought was going to bring the most hype, the most viewership, the most. I would have, me personally, I would have put Colorado in the playoffs this year. I would have put them, man. I would have put Alabama because Alabama is going to solve all the Alabama lovers in the world.
I guess.
And Colorado was a big.
But you still got to treat college like the semi-pro. Now, I kind of like the way they doing it, even the way they doing it now. Because if you look at the matchups, even though that Penn State Notre Dame matchup is a good one, they kind of made sure that it was going to be a top team versus a lesser team. So the two top teams got a good chance of playing each other in the actual championship game.
Yeah.
And that's how I think it's going to end up like that. Because if it's going to be Ohio State, Penn State, we're going to dog.
I don't know if we're going to dog Penn
I
State.
think we'll dog.
I don't know,
I think
man.
we'll dog.
I mean,
dog.
I would like to.
I think we'll dog.
I would like to say
that's going to be a fist fight. We're going to fight. We're going to fight for that one. And I'm up for a fight. I'm up for a fight. So
I would definitely like to do that. I would definitely like to go in there and destroy them. I just don't know if that's feasible. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
That's going to be neutral.
You know what? The thing about Penn State is that they've been a competitive team for a long time, right? And they finally get in their shot. Now, I don't think they're as good as O State. I don't think that they can beat O State. I don't think that they would win. However, they're going to go in there and ball and play us. Because they play us kind of tough too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, when we play them damn near every year, and it's not always a cakewalk, especially ever since they done got my man from
I remember that year they dogged Saquon. And I was like, I like this dude. I hate him today, but I like this dude.
They got the one homeboy in there to be their coach. He had to show Key and Peele. What's the one homie from Key and Peele is their coach now. And he been doing good these last couple of years. You know, in the offseason, he coached Penn State.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, because I'm lying. He just looked like him. And he a Penn State fan. You know.
I was 10 years old when I found that out. Where my phone at?
All right. On that, we're going to go to the last one. And y'all probably just caught a little glimpse of the graphic I did. Because I got another video I'm putting out tomorrow. That's going to circle back on this topic. Y'all just didn't get a chance to put it out today. But I got one I'm putting out tomorrow on this topic, the hot topic of the week. We got to talk about, this whole Skip Bayless, Joy Taylor situation going on at Fox Sports. This gonna be the Man Talk, which I'm gonna break off into his own little show.
Let me get a little bit.
Oh yeah, go ahead, man.
Before we do this,
You got Joy fills the room. That's kind of what's been going around from what this hairstylist, this very virtuous and honorable hairstylist. We on OKC real quick before we jump into this. 6-0 right now. So hopefully we'll make this light work. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So we got Joy, and Joy fills the room. That's what we're gonna call this right now. We got Fox XXX Sports going on. So if you are not aware, Joy Taylor, Skip Bayless, A few other people have been named in a lawsuit from the hairstylist that was on Undisputed for about 10 years.
Yeah, she was about there for about a decade.
Yeah, and she was there, and she was talking about she was sexually assaulted. I mean, not sexually assaulted. Excuse me. She was harassed, sexual harassment. She had Joy was being racial discrimination type things to her. And just all of this horrible stuff that happened to her while she was working there at Fox, which we know Fox has a history of not respecting the ladies and doing kind of certain things. But the thing about Joy is that Joy was basically on the dude side, you know, as far as the hairdresser was concerned. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up for you real quick while we got this graphic up before I bring us back online. What you feel about this? I hit you onto what you read.
See, the whole thing is okay. So, my disclosure: I have 5 children. I have 2 grandchildren. Okay, 4 out of the 5 of my children are daughters. One out of the 2 of my grandchildren is a granddaughter. So, at the risk of sounding misogynistic or sounding like I'm victim blaming or anything like that, I will still make this statement. In this day and time, you really gotta watch what you do and what you say, to who you do and who you say it to, because this whole Me Too movement, right? Which, hey, if it needed to happen, let it happen. You know, like I said, I got 4 daughters. So, and I don't want nobody pushing up on my daughters like that. And I'm not saying that these men did not do that, because this is a Fox network. Fox is notorious for having complaints with people and anchors and even famous anchors and stuff like that. So, I mean, who knows if it really happened? How did it get that public, and how did it go on that long before you felt like saying something? I don't understand. You wanted to keep your job and all of that.
I think I was confused when I read it. I don't know exactly what was done to her, other than the one executive grabbing her butt. Not that. It's called.
But no, she said Skip tried to offer her. You know,
right. And here's my point.
You know what?
Skip offered her 1.5 million. The hairdresser, not Joy. The hardresser. He offered $1.5 million.
Allegedly.
To sleep with her.
Allegedly.
Bullshittingly. That is a woman's value of what some kitty costs. No man. I don't care if he a chic.
Is that her?
And I know she's iron. No, that's Joy.
I would like to see a picture of said hairdresser.
Hey, I got one for you. I'm gonna show you because I got it on my video I'm doing tomorrow.
I would like to see a picture of said hairdresser.
$1.5 million. Come on, man.
Just for a shot at that.
Just for a shot. One time.
I just want a shot at the box one time, and I give you this. Yeah. No.
Come on, man. Come on.
Don't get me wrong. Skip paid. Skip is paid.
Skip is worth $17 million.
He's not that kind of paid.
And he's a married man.
He's not that kind of paid.
She gonna see $1.5 million purchase. His wife is gonna see that.
Right.
I said when the story first came out, I said, oh damn, Fox up to it again. Skip, you know. Skip, I'm not saying Skip is no saint. We all know. Just looking at Skip. Yo.
But still.
To any man in the world, if you are not an oil tycoon, Iranian sheik, and she's Iranian, by the way, which is why she said Joy was making racial remarks to her. But
Donald Trump paid a chick $150,000. $180,000, whatever the price was.
Not 1.5 million.
She didn't even get $250,000 out of Trump.
And she was a porn star, so he knew she knew what she was going to do. $1.5 million. That is some shit you see on the movies. Oh, Cavs is down. 12-2 OKC.
And I want to see how this game goes. This is really interesting.
Oh yeah. This game about to go.
Win or lose, I just want to see what this game is.
We gonna finish this up because this is the last topic. But I just have to get on here and say this, and I also got it in my video that I'm putting out tomorrow.
And I have a public service announcement after you're done with that.
Public service
Okay, so
announcement.
my PSA for all the fellas, and I might have to do 2 PSAs because it might be some ladies that's listening as well. So fellas, the moral of this story is don't do the dumb shit that can get you, especially if you have power. If you are broke and you don't have nothing to do, you can almost do whatever you want to do. Nobody's going to come from you. If you're taking care of business and you have power,
Nobody, baby. Go ahead.
you have to watch every step that you do with these females. This is the male talk, the sit down barbershop moment of the evening. So, and even if you have employees, you got to watch how you fire employees. You got to watch how you don't give your female employees no raises or anything like that. You have to keep everything monitored, recorded. If you have an office, you have cameras everywhere in that office.
According to the hairstylist, you got to watch how you hire employees. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to say this.
You got to watch these ladies.
That hairstylist, what a lying, ungrateful... I'm not gonna say it. You catch my video out. I do say it.
I won't call her that.
Joy Taylor. No. I'm gonna call her that because it's alleged. No, she made a statement that Skip tried to pay her 1.5 million, and then on top of that, when I looked at that lawsuit, so according to this lawsuit. And I looked at like what was brought out publicly. I haven't read the entire lawsuit. I don't go that deep into it. Why are you bringing Joy's sex life into this? Who cares who she banging? You do. Because either you wasn't getting what you wanted. You didn't want 1.5 million. Maybe you was a hairdresser because you wanted a TV show. Joy brought you under her wing to show you how you manipulate and how you get through this shit. Now, unless you was in a threesome with her and this executive and Acho.
How did she bring her? So she brought her into this?
Yes. She said, yes.
I was looking for that. What did they do to her?
What Joy did to her is Joy took her on a dinner date. She said, I got some friends. We're going to go meet them. A dinner date. On a dinner date, that's when she meets the Fox exec, who is the content executive. He controls what shows is coming up, what shows is doing what. So as far as the hairdresser is saying, and we know that they're very virtuous people, hairdressers. We know in any land, if you know a hairdresser or hairstylist, you know it was a very strict code of honor. Okay, it's almost like some they hide in Lady Guinevere somewhere. Like they are very, very about the round table and the sword. She says that Joy took her to a party. The exec was there. Joy at the time was married, and she was very friendly with this man. Charlie Dixon, I believe is his name. I have to go back. He's an executive. He decides what shows is going to be on Fox. Okay. But if you wasn't in the bedroom with them getting your freak off on, how do you know? Maybe Joy was smoozing them at the party.
That's what a lot of, unfortunately,
that's what it is.
That's what a lot of them that get up there like that, they have to do that a little bit. That don't mean that they messing around with nobody, but they got to kiss a little ass. They got to do some flirting, and they have to do that shit.
Men use money and quote unquote power to get the advantage over other men to get women. Women use beauty to take advantage of men, and all walks of life. Unless even in the LGBT, even in the letter people community, their sex is used as a weapon. You know what I'm saying? And so regardless of what was going on, why would you drag Joy through the room, through the mud? Because she by the way, the hairdresser stopped working with Fox August 24th, 2024.
She did like motherfucking Kobe did Shaq, or Shaq did Kobe.
She did 10 years of pain, I guess, and suffering.
I'm taking everybody down.
Now she out here. Joy, she made Joy mad. So at one of the parties, the executive step to left Joy alone and step to her. Said, hey, I got motion. What's going on? Grab her butt. She went and told Joy. Joy said, get over it. You better use what you got to get what you want.
Okay.
So now she's saying that Joy also made comments about her racially and was part of the whole thing about the sexual harassment.
I can even tell you. I can tell you how that went down. And you want me to say this?
Go ahead. Say it.
Feel free.
This is
Mann
Talk.
Mann Talk. So this is how that shit went down. She was you. Because somebody seen her, like, who's that little bro right there? Bring her, you know what I'm saying? Bring her over to the... Because just like that Diddy and they all do that.
Was this her first party?
Probably. No, it might have been.
She in LA.
She a hairdresser. That might have not been her first party going hard, but that might have been her first party with them.
How long? I'm going to show you a picture of her. How long has she been an attractive woman?
I
mean,
you ain't seen her to know she attractive.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I'm going to tell you, she is an attractive woman. She work in LA. Do you know how many fat, ugly broads could have been doing Joy hair and Skip Bayless hair?
Yeah, no.
Do you know part of the reason she's there is because she is attractive?
Yeah, that's why she got the job.
You're in
LA.
That's why you got the job. And you have to be pretty. You have to be one of the pretty people to get money out there. If you get money inside, you have to be pretty. There's plenty of money outside out there. You can go get. But if you're coming inside with us, you got to be pretty. That's where the pretty people go. And that's fine. So they did check into that party. Somebody did come in the office. Was yeah, pour her through. And she probably is one of their little go-tos. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what none of these, like, they all might be cokeheads or something. You never know what they are doing. Not saying that that's what they do, you know, but you never know. And I can see something like that transpiring, and then you got offended because you thought you was going there, and okay, I'm getting in the fold now. Maybe some of them, you might be. No, you said you was 10 years, so you're not naive.
No, she's not naive. And at what point, this is my whole thing with it. At what point is that Joy's problem that you need to put her business on the street? If it was a dude that she allegedly the executive wife, is one thing. If it's the dude himself, that's another thing. If it's Joy, that's another thing.
What was the hairdresser's name?
See, I be butchering her name, but it's Notion.
Okay, don't say it on the
Farazi. I believe the way it's spelled out is Notion Farazi.
I'm gonna tell you who she is. That's Michelle, bro.
Hey,
that's Michelle, bro. That's Michelle right there. Everybody got mad, and I'm gonna leave that alone. That's my conspiracy. That's all the conspiracy right there.
Hey, yo, I had to go check to make sure her name because Shannon Sharp comes up in a lawsuit too.
That's Michelle, bro. That's Michelle right there, my guy. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? That's just between us men.
Yeah. And everybody else on YouTube. But
that's what that is right there.
For her to drag Joy's name through the mud, and if Joy says some racial shit to you, then leave it at that. Why is it about who she's sleeping with?
If it went down how I think it went down, they dragging the hell out of her, and she just doing what she can to get whatever get back she can, and that's all she can do. You know what I'm saying? I think like history is judging. History is judging. I don't know, because that sounds like, I'm telling you, that's what it is. I'm telling you, that's what it is, and it's deeper than rap. Like, we don't know what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's really going on. It's deeper than rap. So yeah, it's got something to do with all of that. Like, she probably got some secrets on everybody, and everybody trying to burn her. No,
I'm gonna just take it out on these two notes.
Either she not that great of a writer because she couldn't get no book deal. You know what I'm saying?
Or she's supposed to be a writer too.
Nah, she not. But I'm saying she could at least got a book deal out of it if she was a good writer. And the other thing is, she found out that she was not supposed to be playing in that league. That's a different ball game. That's a different league. She got there and realized, you know what?
The role that they want you to play, that ain't the role that you want to play.
Joy know how to play.
That ain't the role you want to play. And ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm saying. And then you get up there, and when you say, "No, I'm cool," and everybody like, "She know too much," let's get her. You know what I'm saying? You like, nigga, I ain't look, I'll just go ahead and go somewhere else. They're like, nah, you know too much. We gotta smear you. Since you ain't gonna roll with us, we brought you in. Now you done walked through the door. You took the green pill.
There it is.
You took the green pill. Ain't no going. You know what I'm saying?
So look, I'm gonna say this is the
This
first episode of me going live. You know what I'm saying? More to come. I will be fixing any issues that I find, like echoes and all of that. But I hope you enjoyed us talking and giving our opinions on some of these topics. You know what I'm saying? We try to keep it sport. We'll be jumping off. And Mann Talk that is currently up right now. That's going to be another show I'm going to do where it's going to be strictly Mann Talk. So, till next time, I'm going to do this like every week.
Right, man. Peace, love, and prayers to all of y'all, man.
Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for coming out. Thank you in the post, man. My homeboys at Roll Gold Incorporated was chiming in and letting me know what's going on. That's something new coming out. So everything is good. 25. We gonna keep it live. You know what I'm saying? Every Man Show. We out.